Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon I offer love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, as well as career and finances. You'll find the link to my Patreon listed in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God, okay? We have the Eight of Pentacles reversed, all right, as the first energy for this message. We have Virgo and Pisces energy here, followed by the Hermit reversed, but I'm being called to take it upright. We have double Virgo energy. Interesting. So within this energy here, with this Eight of Pentacles reversed to the Hermit, there is an energy of a person that is deeply monitoring you. All right, deeply watching you, somehow keeping tabs on you. And the term deeply is in relation to the approach in which this person is doing this with, right? Or doing this by. So you can watch someone and just watch them for the sake of entertainment, interest, drama, love, enjoyment. There's levels and layers and various approaches that can be associated with watching another person or monitoring another person. But how I'm viewing it in this message, how it's being shown to me, it's in relation to the way somebody's doing it. It's like you are being studied. Okay, somebody's studying you heavily at this time. We have the King of Swords. This person is somebody you have definitely cut off from your life, right? There's been a separation, some form of ghosting. There's been a non-contact, just not accessible energy here, you know, when it comes to you towards this person. Okay, this is somebody definitely that is no longer able to experience you. You're no longer allowed. Okay? So this person, they know, even though a part of them yet still doesn't understand why, but they know that they've been blocked out of your life. They know that there isn't anything that you want to do with them, right? However way this goes for you, beloved, whether this was something that was discussed between you and them and you set the record straight, or something escalated and led to this, right? However way this goes, take it how it applies for your reality. But this person, they're deeply eyeing you however way that they can, even with the energy of them not having access to your reality, access to your energy, you know, access to your world, your life, your identity. There's ways in which this person is monitoring you. You know, an example, an analogy, a reference point, a case study would be like, let's say somebody blocks another person on social media, and that person goes ahead and creates a fake account so that they can continue having access to that person that blocked them. You know, coming back to the generalization of this message, take that as a way of creating a form of understanding about this message, where even though you've eliminated this person from your energy, your life, your world, your identity, your reality, there have been other alternative ways in which this person has been tapping into your energy, you know, in a form of watching you. Okay, it could be literally also that this person has access to, it's like inquiring about you, watching you is a constant theme in this person's life. You are being heavily studied by them in this way. We have the Page of Wands. Followed by the Queen of Swords. Okay, we have the King and the Queen of Swords here. Words and silence. Let's see what this is about. Words, then silence. So what I'm seeing is, what I'm channeling, what I'm getting here based on the downloads for this message, this person, something that was happening between you two, whatever it was, right? At first, this person, they took it as fun and games, or not that serious type of energy. All right, they were in a very playful, you know, flighty energy here. They would fluctuate within that regard, where they don't take you seriously, they take you for granted, they don't see your value, they underestimate you, they undermine what you are of, right? And it got to the point where you had to set the record straight by eliminating this person from your life. But what you didn't realize is that by doing this, you put this person in their place. And how you've done that is, this person can clearly now see, because they're the power that you granted them by enabling them to have access to you. You gave them the title that they once had. You were the one that made the decision and choice to invite them in your space, in your energy, in your life. And you, therefore, are the one that can obviously take that away when you see fit, when it's necessary. And you did that. By doing that, though, it enabled this person to see things differently. and not just differently. It went from them being playful and flighty and taking you for granted, not seeing your value, underestimating you, undermining what you are of, to them now seeing something in a completely different and deep way. It's no longer superficial. Now something has become deep. This person, we have the Tower. We have double Gemini, double Libra, double Aquarius energy here. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy here. We also have Scorpio energy here. And then followed by the Five of Wands. So this is double Aries energy here. The vibration of this person feels like this is somebody that curates themselves. Curates meaning it's not that like, it'd be different if like somebody is inspired and they just by instinct adapts to whatever they're inspired by, or whoever they are inspired by. Like you just pick up on certain things and they become a part of your identity, because you know, to be inspired is to love something, like something, be fond and admire something, you know, and it just naturally, you also just it becomes a part of your identity. You know, it's like an example, an analogy, a reference point, a case study would be like, you know, let's say you see somebody rocking some form of hairstyle and you like, it looks so good on this person, I want to try it on myself. Like I love it, so I want to see also what it's about on me. You know, that's being inspired, and it's life. You know, it's not necessarily like you want to be like another person, or you're trying to enable yourself to be something. You're just being yourself, and naturally your environment, the people in it, and whatever it is in life you resonate with, you become connected to it, and it aligns itself with your identity however way. It could be as superficial as a hairstyle and as deep as something else, like an artist or a song that makes you really just cry, or you get in your feelings, you know, you are connected to it somehow. And when you cry, let's say those lyrics, they hit something within you based on trauma or based on heartbreak, you know, based on pain. It's just connections, references of life that we are all interconnected by. Everybody, we are all a derivative of something. Even in the womb, you know, you come from someone. So everything around us already exists, but we come in and we create through what already exists. You know, we reference things, we align ourselves with things, we resonate with things, people, places, objects, and it creates our world and who we are. And that's just life. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just what it is. It's real life. It's how things are. But specifically coming back to this message itself, this is somebody who curates themselves, where they will literally see, back to, let's say, a hairstyle, right? Just a random person, maybe they see a picture or something, and then they see like this hairstyle, this hairdo. And this person, it's not them looking at it and saying, oh, I'm inspired, I want to, you know, I love it, let me try it also. It's more like, who's this? What are they about? Like this hairstyle they rocking, like, nah, I'm sure I could rock it better. and they monitor and study that person's way of life or way of being, and then attach it to a level of superiority within themselves, or a level of God complex within themselves, where they start to now put that person down who they got what they got from. It's like you take from someone and then you like, nah, but like, I know I can do it better anyway, or I can embody it in a different way anyway. And then they curate themselves like, this hairstyle, you don't look good in it, or you don't embody it the way it needs to be embodied. Let me show you how to do it. You need to look like this when you have this hair on. You need to act like this when you have this hair on. You need to walk like this. You need to talk like this is some serious stuff. You see that fine line of inspiration and complexity of having a superiority complex, complexity of having a God complex within this person. So even with this person, it can go deeper than just a hairdo, a hairstyle. And that's where we are right now, where this situation itself, in alignment with who this person is within themselves and how they are within their world, I'm seeing and I'm channeling and I'm downloading the information here from this message, and you're dealing with someone here who when they encountered you, someone was immediately drawn to you, right? However way they encountered you, however way they knew of you or knew you, they were immediately drawn, right? It was like an instant thing. It was like, who's this? Back to how, what we've established of this person and how they do what they do. And, they started to do the same thing where they studied you, monitored you, like how your mannerisms are. Maybe you use your hands. Maybe you have a way of speaking, the way you look and how you do what you do in life. Literally this person, that's what I'm talking about here, where the same thing that they did when they first discovered you or saw you or came across you, knew of you, knew you personally, or however way, they did the same thing, monitored you, studied you, the same thing that they still doing now. This is not nothing new. They've been on this when it comes to just you, and that's just who they actually are. So with that being said, after feeling as drawn to you as they did, it was a different level of being drawn to a person. They felt compelled, like to figure you out, compelled to just like unravel your identity, right? So let's tap in further here. You have the Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Page of Cups. So this person, the reason they were so drawn to you, the way they were so compelled, and the level at which they were drawn and compelled to you, your identity, right? It's because we already established this person as somebody that always, they have a superiority complex, and they have a serious God complex, right? To them, everyone is low, is beneath. To them, everyone is dumb. To them, everyone is just, they are just not on that level that they're on. They always vibrate on that. They resonate with that version of being in life, right? But with you, they felt differently. They thought differently. So therefore, they approached the situation differently. There's a reason they're studying you and monitoring you still. It's not about the fact that they're so intrigued and want to know about your life. It's more than that. This is somebody, this superiority complex, this God complex, felt humbled, or they were humbled. Imagine somebody that has superiority complex and a God complex. They are always above, they are always beyond whatever, whoever. Seeing and encountering somebody whom they see as above them, beyond them, it messes them up. It does something very, very crucial to them. And this is how you came off to this person. This is how they encountered you. They saw you as above them or beyond them. We have the Chariot, the Tower to the Chariot. So because of that, something in this person took place where, let's bring it back to the psychological makeup of a person like this, the emotional structure of a person like this. They operate from a certain mind, they operate from a certain heart, they embody a certain spirit, and they live within that. They vibrate on that frequency of life, right? They developed an attachment to your identity. It was almost like somebody seeing something that they've never seen before and never thought they would see before, and they get attached to it because it's so new. It was new. It is new for this person to feel the way they do and think the way they do about themselves. They would have never acknowledged that to you though, but this person, they've never felt or seen or thought of anybody, anything to be higher or beyond them. They were always the dominating factor of that vibration. Everybody else is my son, my kid, my kin, my this. I'm this though. I'm this. This is who this person is. Like, you see the energy? So imagine when God used you as a vessel to prove a point to this person that they aren't who they've curated themselves to be in their mind, within their emotions, and in their spirit. It was more than that with you, where it's like they see what they like, they see that's like, scratch that. This was more like a ripple effect of this person. That same God complex, that same superiority complex tumbled. It fell apart piece by piece with every encounter of you. To this person, every aspect of your life, it was not just based on your identity. It was based on your life, the way you are, what you do. It was all just too up for this person, and they thought they were too up at some point, right? So this person, they became attached to your identity. They became addicted to your identity, who you are. And it has put them in the energy of in the beginning, this person, it was all fun and games. It was all this, it was all that, a joke or this and that, or they took you for granted, didn't value you, didn't see. It was almost like this person, they purposely did that because they wanted to make you feel beneath them, make you think that way. It was a form of a power tool, a strategy to put you in a position where now you're looking to them, or you feel down. You think down of yourself because of them. So imagine today's surprise when you eliminated them from your life. It took every single ounce of power out of them. It drained them whole. And the reason for that is this person thought they were winning at some point within this connection they shared with you. They thought they had you at the palm of their hand, beloved. You have no idea what kind of a creep you're dealing with here. You have no idea what kind of a narcissist you are dealing with here. So the plan, the strategy was to utilize the title, the position you granted them by allowing them in your life however way you did. They wanted to abuse that to the point where they have what they want, which is feeling more powerful than you, being more powerful than you, because it's just in who they are to want to be above and beyond of everyone and everything, beloved. You strip this person of every control, power, winning streak they thought they were on. You shook up their world. You shook them up. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles reversed. The Ace of Swords. So this person is in your energy indirectly, and they're watching you with a close eye, gathering any information they can about you, because this person feels humbled, and it's a feeling they've never encountered ever. It's like, here was this person living this life, walking this path of life, thinking, I'm above you. I'm above you. Or you don't even, like, you ain't nothing to be above of. You just low. Like, this person. Damn. So, the way in which you eliminated them in your life, it will forever be a humbling experience for this person, and you're being called to don't ever think twice. If this person ever tries to contact you or reach back into your life, do not engage. You're dealing with a predator here. Someone that feeds off of weakness of other people. They surround themselves with people that are deliberately beneath their vibration in order to maintain control, in order to feel control. And it's all about power for this person. So do not give them a reason to ever think they can be anything in your world and your reality outside of what you have said that they are. And if you decide they're no longer that, who the hell do they think they are to claim otherwise? Get a fucking life. It's people like these that learn the hard way. It's people like these that God will send a special somebody, a special vessel for a certain purpose. And when you walk out their life, you leave an imprint, one which will forever be embedded within them. Now, with that being said, let's tap in further to this energy. We've established the superficial part of it. For a long time, this person lived like this. That's why it's such a shake up to them and a shake up to their life, because it's always been who they are and how they live. And then they encounter somebody of a higher vibration, of a higher being. They become humbled by the experience they had with you. And that is what God wanted. And that is how God wanted it and still wants it to remain. So I am seeing here that this person has been tapping in heavily to moon magic, all right? Moon rituals, all right? Moon sacrifices here. You know, I see this person under the moon utilizing their body fluids, their clothes, their items based on things that they own, like objects, you know, in the attempt to call you back into their life, because this person has clearly officially snapped. You need to understand the depth that we're about to tap into, where somebody lived on this high note and God said no. Like, relax, relax. And you were the catalyst to that calm down after that high note. And because you will forever remain the catalyst, this person will never meet anyone like you. They will stick to their little ways, but it'll never feel the same. So the reason they've been trying to call you back into your energy is to prove to themselves that they still can control. They still can control. Not you. Them. They want to prove to themselves that they still have it. What a narcissist. What a knock. A knocky. We should have a new name. You know, narcissist is played out. Let's tap in further to this energy. Let's tap in further to this message. So because they are unable to get what they want in the physical, they tapped into the spiritual to do it. We have the Ten of Wands reversed. So this person, they've been utilizing their items, their body fluids, and their clothes, right? Items meaning like objects that they own. Their clothes, their body fluids, because they've been practicing a form of manipulation, which is activation of sex dreams. This person has been trying to activate sex dreams in your reality, in your identity. They've been trying to force themselves onto you sexually in your dreams. It's a proof of dominance within themselves. Somebody is a little bit sick here. Somebody is creepy. Somebody just ain't right, beloved. They just never really been. We have the Fool. So this person, since they've officially snapped, right? That energy is caused by the loss of control that they've begun to have over themselves. So basically, beloved, the reason this person was able to live the way they do and approach life the way they did, it was because it was working out for them in the way that they want. But now you are like a glitch in this person's life and forever will be, because you will always be that question mark that they are left with, like, damn, am I even who I thought I was? Do I look stupid and foolish amongst people? And I keep telling myself that I'm this and I'm that, like, and maybe I'm not. This person is questioning the whole curation of self. They're questioning the whole vibration. We have the Queen of Cups. They've officially snapped because they can't prove their point. They can't validate their ego. You're not about to feed this person's demons, and you're not about to be somebody's little thing when they need you and always needed you. And it's crazy because the only thing this person did when they had access to you, access to your energy, access to your reality, they were focused on breaking you by abusing the position and the title you gave to them. And that's all they will forever have within themselves when it comes to you. And the hard knock truth and awakening of the fact that they ain't that, man. They ain't never been that. It's just what they tell themselves. It's just what they've conditioned, programmed themselves to believe. I can really take it there and say, I mean, cool not to. It's like narcissism stems from serious traumas that people carry. Certain people feel like they need to be on that because they need to prove to themselves that with the traumas that they've went through with feeling belittled, feeling smaller than, they always need to be vibrating higher. And it manifests itself in that way, in these ways. It'd be some serious stuff. It's not anything you just look at, and no one just wakes up and becomes like this. Life, their life shapes them to be this way. And that's why life, you don't play with life, because it'll play you. If you don't choose yourself in a way that is of good. And you see that you want to now be God. And when you encounter God through his vessels, through his elect, through one or two or many more, three of his people. And by his people, I mean people that God can use, not people that God has to get other people to use them for. You understand? It's like this person is the person that God has to bring another person and use them in this person's life. God can't use this person. They're not in that vibration within themselves. All they know is to cause pain. All they know is to inflict misery in people's lives, even if they are trying to be good. There's so much shadow within them that it's a dominant energy that they walk and carry. They walk with and they carry it every day. So when you encounter God as a person, God can come as suffering. God can come as bliss. God can come as an awakening. God can come as a trigger to show you what you need to work on. God can come as a friend. God can come as a partner. God can come as an ex-lover to show you how far back you were and how further you are. Encounters with God, they vary depending on your karma, your fate, your destiny, your decisions and choices, your life. You can encounter God by having a pit, and that pit just opens up your heart chakra. It blooms, and you operate more within your emotions. And maybe you were afraid of your emotions. Maybe your emotions were something you used to avoid, but there's this pit now, and you're just like, you know what? I've never felt this way before. But it's that season of opening your heart. You can encounter God in many ways, you guys. God is everything, literally. So this person, you were the encounter with God. It was truly humbling to experience you. And it's truly something this person, as much as they want to call it in by sending you weird sex dreams, this person is truly lost. And this is nothing you should take personally. This is nothing you should entertain. It's nothing you should think deeply about. Just understand that some people have demons to feed. And when they see an energy that is worthy of feeding the demons fully and entirely, like a high vibrational being like yourself, they officially snap. These be the type of people. Everything feels different now for this person. Everything. Even their mind, their heart, their spirit, everything. We have the Four of Wands. So this person, they doing this, right? Utilizing the moon energy. Doing things under the moon. Sending them your way. Not realizing how they're being impacted, because foolishly enough, this person they're doing all of this in their place of rest. They're summoning, conjuring, tapping into sexual demons, sexual entities. Demons and entities operate from animal instinct because they are animals. They're not of the human species. So this person, they opened up a portal. They keep opening this portal. The more they keep doing these rituals, these sacrifices, the more they keep calling in and manifesting and conjuring, tapping into spiritual sex. Now this person has a burden to carry that does not seem like a burden yet, because this person is a fiend. They don't mind experiencing dreams of sex with anyone, not just you. So at this time, this person, because everything that they're doing isn't touching you, it's being prevented from entering your life. Therefore, it's remaining where it was sent at. It's remaining in the vessel, in the body of who sent it, right? So it's causing this person to have sexual dreams about you on a continuous basis. But to them, they feel like it's just proving that it's working on you, even if they aren't any results of that in the reality of it. But because this person is doing this and it's making them have these dreams, they feel like, yeah, they're getting somewhere. But they're having sex with entities, they're having sex with demons that are masking themselves as you. Entities and demons that have existed ancient ages ago. They know spirits of people like this person, and they love spirits of people like this person because they give them power. This person has no clue what they've tapped into here. They're giving the same things, they're conjuring up the power they need to keep doing this to them. You know, the side effects of this can be very serious because it's on a continuous basis. People start to develop spiritual husbands and spiritual wives, where you get sexual encounters in your sleep unwillingly. Now these entities, these demons, at this point, it doesn't seem like it to this person, because to them, they have a different twisted perspective that, like, yeah, it's working on you. That's why I'm also experiencing them. But the truth is, these entities, these demons that they're conjuring up, they're calling in, they're just having the time of their life, using this person's sexual energy to give them strength and power that they need to consume other hosts, other people. Not just this person is going to fall victim. Because there are many people like this person on earth. They just it's not written on anyone's forehead that they are this, they're that. We need to pray more for discernment, guys. Clarity, truth, seeing for what it is, not what they say, not what they do. We need to pray for things like that. This person, they have a spiritual husband or a spiritual wife. Whether this is a feminine doing this, whether this is a masculine doing this. And these things, y'all, it's like I'm seeing it, like at this time, this person is enjoying everything, thinking they still have the control and it's working on you, and you're just holding back. You just playing, acting tough. You pretending, acting. No, this person is being screwed by entities, screwed by demons of sex, the sexual realm. They just keep calling them in. They call in that one, they call in that one, and they be hungry. And they love to feed. And they obviously, all they have to do when it comes to this person is just mask themselves as you. You're not going to sleep with a freaking animal when you see it as an animal, but when it masks itself as your truest desire or whatever you are seeking, you will fall for it. And then you start to see results further down the line. There's going to be physical effects. There's going to be material effects, mental effects, emotional effects. There's going to be consequence to this. It's them that did it. And it's them that will live by it. Say hi to your spiritual husband for me, if this person is watching, right? Or your spiritual wife with your sick ass. I'm being called to end this message here. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time, and I thank you so much for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming Patreon members, on my Patreon, I offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, as well as career and finances. You'll find the link to my Patreon listed in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google. Search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.